Hi guys, it's Tony and welcome to this exciting tutorial where we are building a stunning design portfolio website using my latest Framer template, Loom. With the Loom template, you can create an amazing website that perfectly showcases your unique work, and it looks great on mobile, desktop and tablets too. Whether you're a freelance designer, part of a creative agency, or starting to build your personal brand, this step-by-step guide will help you to customize your site with ease. By the end, you will have a fully responsive and interactive portfolio ready to wow your clients, colleagues, and recruiters. So grab a coffee and let's dive in, and your new portfolio website is ready in just over 30 minutes. First, let's take a look on how you can get started and how to update the homepage. We are going to use Framer to build our portfolio site. If you haven't used Framer before, no need to worry about it. I will walk you through everything in this video. But basically, how you can find the template we are going to use, you can either go through the link in description, or I am trying to put the link in this video as well, or you can go to resources and from marketplace, search for Loom template, and from here you can access the template and press from use for free to get access to it. And here, just copy the project into your account. So when you remix the project, this should be what you are seeing. So you should have all the responsive breakpoints shown in here, and this would be the home page, including the hero section, your case studies, your work experience, your other skills and tools you're using, references, your blog section, and then your introduction and your services section with CTA to get in touch. Also, as you can see, we have the case studies here, which are powered through the CMS. We will go through this later on. We also have the blog page that includes all of your blogs if you want to do so, and also individual blog posts. Also, we have the contact page in here that lets you to be reached by the recruiters or potential clients, and also 404 page in case someone is looking for something that is not actually included in the page. But let's get started from the home page. Also, you can see that there's a lot of different instructions on the side, but I will basically walk through all of these points in this video as well. In this hero section, we have this status element basically that shows you whether you're open to new projects. You can also say that looking for new opportunities and so on, and you can change this to be either that this sign is blinking or whether it's static, and you can also change this color to be whatever you want to, but we can leave it as it is for now. And for this hero section, the aim would be that you are summarizing your skills and what you're doing and working on. For this example, we can just rewrite the text with the AI, perhaps making that a bit simpler, like that. And here we go. The case studies we can touch later on, but before that, let's see how to edit your work experience. So we have these components in place in here, and as you can see, you have this job description place in here. So you can change the company, for example, let's say that's Apple, senior UX designer, and then you have the years behind that, and then you can just change the description to be whatever. And also, as usual, you can use AI or other tools to improve this. For the logos in here, you can use this site called simpleicons.org, where you can search for at least the biggest company in the world should be here. For the others, I'm sure you can find it from the Google, or if you have Figma files or whatever. But what I would suggest you to do is press from here, so it copies this SVG file into your computer. Then open the Figma, and basically in Figma, just copy paste it there. Change the color of it to be white, export it, it looks like PNG, but SVG should be nice. And then just save it to your computer, like this. And then if we go back to Framer, just go here into the component the logo position, select the SVG we just created. Actually, sorry, I think that was a wrong one because this was the one that we changed. And as you can see, you have now Apple's logo in there. And I will change these as well quickly. Let's say that the other company is Google. At Google, like this. And then we can just do the same thing. So basically, go into simple icons again, go to Google, copy, open the Figma, paste it there, change the color, export SVG, export frame. Let's go to Google. Let's go back to Framer and let's select this one. And here we go. And this is how easy it is to update your work experience. For the what I do thing, you can add here different skills, elements, whatever you want to do. So let's, for example, add in here 2 more. So you can just select the component from here and just like comment D, so it duplicates it. And from here, you can have the icon, but also again, we can go to web. And we are here using phosphor icons. So for example, if you want to look something for like, let's say, it could be a good skill for a designer, like visual skills, you can just like try to like find something, for example, like palette could be nice. And from here, just go here, write palette, you should find it. And we can like here, like color, psychology or whatever, mastering the color of psychology for designs. Then let's add something like, what could be good, magic wand, AI prompting and experience in various different AI tools. So this is how easy it is to update these. And as you can see, by the way, always when you do something, everything automatically works in all the breakpoints as well. So you have to do only the editing in here in the main breakpoints. For the tools I'm using, we can do the same thing. Again, we can use the simple icons, and let's say that we want to go to, we want to have the, let's say, Figma. Go here, copy, put it here, change the color to white, export, SVG, and just write Figma. And from here, we can just go here, go to the logo, choose Figma, change the title to be Figma, and then here we can say like UX, UI, design, and prototyping. And for the other tools, we could like have the, again, let's say, can we find a Framer logo here? Yes, we can. Let's go back, Figma, change the colors again, export, SVG, and Framer. And here we go, here we go. And just like Framer, and let's put it here like no code, web design, and implementation. And again, you can see everything updates automatically through at the side. And if you don't want to have something, just feel free to remove them. If you want to add more of them, just like feel free to duplicate as many tools as you ever want to use in here. For the references, the same thing applies here. The main thing to notice that like we have 2 variants, one for the desktop and one for the mobile. The only difference here is that the mobile thing has the name and the role of the people who have gave references to you in a vertical form, and in the desktop they're horizontal. But here, just update the references here, change the name here, let's say like LeBron James, and as you can see, it automatically updates everything here. And if you want to add more references, just make sure that you select this reference layer from here and duplicate it. And as you can see, then you can, like with the arrow keys, just change the size of these things like this to make it have the same structure throughout the references. But this is super simple and easy to do. The blog here works through the CMS. I will go that through in a second as well. But before that, let's take a look at your basically your like introduction / contact / services section in here. To change the image, just select this image layer from here, go here, press on choose image, and you can update it easily through that. Change your title here, I could say like Anthony, and so on. And the services work in a way that you have these service cards and you have different variants in here. So the max card has like 5 different details. And for each detail, you can select the icon and you can select whatever that's going to be. And from here, let's say that, for example, I will provide web design services for, well, let's say that like we are doing really well at like 9,099,999. And then we can just update these icons to match with whatever we want to have in here. So for example, like address book, let's add like accounting would be part of this, and perhaps some sort of magnifying glass if we would also like include like user research. And as you can see, it updated here automatically. And also again, you can see that everything is updated here automatically as well. So it's super easy for you to update your services and doesn't take that much time. Next, let's take a look on how to create your case studies. All right, so let's dive deeper into the case studies. As you can see, they can be accessed through this interactive stacked card section here. So if we take a look, for example, in this one, you can see that it comes with the title, subtitle, all the key information here. Then you have this hero image, the project description, process, solution, then interactive slideshow here, and then the results. And for each of these case studies, I would recommend you to have at least 3 images of your product or your work. And I will show you how I've done it, for example, for this template. So what I would suggest you to do, you can use basically any image you have, but if you want to maintain the similar visual aspect there, you can go to Figma and have your screens in here or whatever you're going to build. And I've been using this plugin called Mockup plugin that you can access in Figma. And you can here have free mockups, or you can have even paid ones for different products, different iPhones, different Android devices, different computers, bags, whatever you can imagine. But if you just like go with the free tools in here, you can see that, for example, selecting this one, and then you have to press from the plus button in here, select your artboard in the Figma, press from crop, and then just paste it here. And you can see that we have created our first mockup we can use. Also, so let's just change our like scene from here. This looks nice. Let's take that one. Again, from the plus, select the artboard and paste. And it can be a bit laggy at sometimes, but works pretty okay-ish. And then like, let's just go with whatever looks cool and neat. Perhaps this one. Press on the plus, add this one, crop, and voila. And now when we have our like 3 mockups ready, what we can do is like basically just select them all, press from export, export the layers, download them into your device. Then let's go back to the framer. And now we can use those images with our case studies. So what we want to do now is like, we can go to the CMS in here. And you can see we have blog and case studies section. But for this, we will use the case studies. And you can either use one of these as a fundamental like as a template for you, or you can just create from here, press from here and press from new item. I would do that, and I also, with the help of ChatGPT, I have like basically one case study done for us for this case. So redefining sleep tracking for better rest would be the title. Then we have the tagline at the top of the title, and we can, let's write here like innovative product design or whatever you want to use in here. Company, let's say that I think blues could be a good name for that. The role, let's say UX design, expertise could be like product design or whatever you want to use. And the hero image here would be the first thing that you will see in the screen. So let's just use one of those mockups we just created. Let's say that this is like 2025 project. You don't need to touch this log. And for the project description, I would recommend you to have like some sort of like problem statement at the beginning, which you can have to kind of like draw the attention towards it. And you can see that it actually like changes these quite a lot. So we can use paragraph for this. Paragraph. And then here we can use bolding. You can have this top section for the header and description, and then you can have more of these key information in this project / details section in here. And now if we save this and we go into our preview from here, so you can see that we added this title in here, we added all of this information, we also added this image here, and we have project description in place and all this information below in here. You can also edit CMS pages just directly by pressing from here. So let's fill in the rest of the information to this page. So the next up, we would have the process. So let's add the header, let's press enter, and let's add the description for it. And then let's add the details. And I would suggest you to have the details line up like this, that you have the kind of like subheader and then the description for the subheader. And when we edit that in, it looks like this. So it's easy to read and easy to go through for whoever is going to be reading your portfolio and these case studies. For the process, no, actually, what's the step? Solution. So let's add again the header. Let's then add the description, and let's have the here in the details section whatever those items were that we created. So again, subheader, title, oh sorry, the description, and like this, and when we add it in, it looks like that. And then we can actually go here and let's add in those slideshow images that we created earlier. You can also have these in like whatever order you have, or you can have more images visible in here like this. And as you can see, they are visible here. And then the last step would be to do the, again, let's open the editing. Let's add results. And for the results, let's go to heading 3. Let's add the description for this step. Could be something perhaps a bit better, but I think that's up to you what you want to create in here. And then the details. So again, like this. Like this. And here we go. And let's see how it looks like. So here we go. We have all the information we were just like reading down in here. Then we have the images that we created. And then we have the results available in here. Also, if you want to add more photos, you can also do it quite easily by just going here pressing from here, you can also have videos or embed something, whatever you want to do. But for example, in this purpose, you can just add an image here and you can see that it comes to this section where you put it. So now if you go through this all, you can see that this image is in here. So this makes it easier for you to add more your own, whatever you want to do. If you want to describe some parts of the case study and so on, this is optimal for you. And now what we still have to do is to connect this into this card. So this card is a separate item from the CMS things that we just did, but we want to connect it so you can access it through this. So again, let's update it in a way that we will provide the key information in this card as well. So let's put the title to be Redefining Sleep Tracking for Better Rest, Expertise, UX Design, User Research, Company Blues, year 2025. Then let's go here and select one of those mockups we created. And then this link part is really important because like now you actually have to go through in here, select the case study / slug, and from here the slug you should be making the match with the slug of the project we just created. So in this case it would be the redefining sleep tracking and so on. And now if we go to preview, you can see that it's now like updated this, and when you hover you can see this cool animation, and when you press on it, it should take you to the correct page. And then you can do the rest. Whatever you want to do is like updating those different case studies and adding them in here. If you want to remove case studies from here, just press from backspace and remove these. If you want to have more of them, just duplicate them and you have more. But in that case, if you, for example, duplicate this one, make sure that you actually move this in the like sticky position to be 24 pixels below the previous one. So in this case, it would be like 136 plus 24, which with the quick match, actually, let's try if we can do it like this. Yes, we can, 160. And now if we preview, you can see that all of these are lining up nicely in here. So you can basically have as many of them as you want to, but it's up to you, of course. And one more thing about the case studies in here, if you want to like edit all of these through this, you can easily press from here and change the case studies that you want to edit. But yeah, this was about the case studies. Next up, we could take a look at the blog section. So the blog is also powered through the CMS, and you can access it through the homepage in here, or you can access through the blog page. And you also, for each of the blog posts, you will have the title, you will have an image, and when you press from here, you enter the main page. And this is as simple as you can imagine. So you just have to now go to the CMS, go to the blog, and from here we can just like create a new one or edit the older ones. So let's, for example, create a new blog post, test blog post, which is the best post ever. You also have to select the date. Let's put it to like, I'm creating this in the November 24, so let's put it to this date. Let's add an image. You can go to Unsplash, you can add your own images, whatever, but like from here you can basically search for, let's say we want to have something about plants. Let's have these nice images in here. Here you can create content, and I think we can just again, let's just, for the demonstration purposes, copy something from the ChatGPT, what we are just creating. Here we should perhaps have like everything to be about in paragraphs. Now if we save it, and when we preview the page, you can see that it should be updated here at the top of the blog section like this. So really easy to have your own blog and to update with whatever you want to do, whether it's something about your work or something that is valuable for you. You can write them down in here and people can access it super easily. And you can also like here see like all the blog posts that you have done. But that was about the CMS parts of this template. Next, I will show you how you can update your contact form using the Framer forms. So basically this is done using Framer forms, and you can learn more from this link in here, but the main thing is here that if you open the layers, you can see that everything inside this form layer in here is basically part of the form. And if you want to add new ones, it's as easy as possible to like duplicate this one, select the input layer. Let's for example say that you want to have a phone number in there, change the name of the label the phone, input placeholder, you can just like write whatever you want here, and here also update like phone. And if you want to have it required, press from here. If you don't, just press no. And when you want to decide where you want to send the form replies, just select this main layer from here. And here you can see that if you press on send to, you can have different options in there like email, webhook, or Google Sheets. So email is perhaps the easiest way from these. So you can just press from here, send your email address here, the name of the email, subject, and then what you will receive. And once someone goes through the form, you will basically see or like receive this form into your email, and you can reply directly through your email. So it's super easy that way. You can also add like multiple sources where you want to send the information here. So for example, if you want to add a Google Sheet where you want to collect data or something like that, you can do it easily. If you want to redirect users to like some specific site when they complete the form, you can also do that, but that's not necessary. And now you can just like add here some information like this, and submit, and you can see that there's a confirmation thank you button in here, and I can try to see or show you whether it came through to my personal email. And as you can see, we directly immediately got the email to our email, and we can just directly answer it through here. So super easy and convenient way to collect new leads, new contacts, new projects. Next, let's see how to update your logo and the footer. Also, make sure to update your own name here to as a logo, or if you have your own logo, you can also just upload it in here, and it will be visible here throughout all of these breakpoints and pages. And as the last thing, make sure to check your footer as well. And again here, update your own name, your own professions, and then make sure that you link these case studies to the right studies. So for example, if we want to use that sleep project of ours, we can go here and just update whose sleep app, and make sure that you connect the link to right page. So basically it should be case study slug, redefining sleep tracking, and from here everything should be fine. And now when we try it out, let's scroll to the bottom, and pressing from here should take you into the correct page. Next, I will show you how to update fonts and colors easily throughout the template. The original color theme on the template is this black with this neon yellow, but if you want to change the colors or whatever in the template, you can easily go to the assets, and here through the colors, for example, you can update the highlight color if you want to. If you're changing the highlight color, let's use this bright blue as an example, you can just go in here and make sure that you also change the fill values for the buttons and also the shadows for the buttons to match with the color style, because like for some reason you can't really select these to match with the color styles. So you have to do this manually, but other than that, you're good to go. And once we have done this, we can take a preview of the side, and as you can see, it's now this black and blue basically. Also, if you want to change the fonts, you can just go in here and go through inside all of these and just pick the font that you want to use. Let's see if we can, like, for example, if you want to use Inter, you can just go here, update this throughout the template, and you can easily this way give it a bit of like your own feeling to your site. So now if we go here, here, and here, and now when we take a look, you can see that the font we are using is actually Inter now. And the colors and the fonts are updated throughout the site, so it's super easy to update these whenever you want to. Last but not least, I will show you how to publish your site and how to update your site settings. Now when we have updated all the information to our site, we can, before launching, go to check the site settings. So from here, you can access the title, description, all the other settings that you can have. So for example, title, we can just like write whatever you want to put in here. For example, Tony's Design Tutorials. Then here, write a description about the site. Something like that. And as you can see, like these will be visible in Google wherever you're going to share the website. Also, it's recommended to change the favicon, so this will be visible in the toolbar of the browsers and the social preview link as well. So whenever someone shares your site in Twitter, Facebook, wherever, this will be shown there next to the link. So definitely recommend you to go through these. And when you're done with these, press save, and then you can hit publish, and let's update the site. And as you can see, for free, you can have this Framer's own hosting. And with this, you will have this Framer watermark visible all the time, and your website will end with the framer.app or framer.website or whatever. But if you want to have your own domain, you can just buy your own domain through wherever you want to, and just go here and press publish, and then press add domain, connect the domain you own, and then you have to upgrade your site, and you have different options. Depending where you live, the price may be different, but then you just like decide to buy a site plan and connect your site. You will get like pretty straightforward instructions on how to do so. And with these, you can have more visitors to your site, more form submissions, and so on. But this is the last step, and basically now when you add a site plan and you upgrade your site, you will have your site done, and that only took for like 30 minutes to do. Of course, for you, perhaps you have to like come up with all the like settings and everything, but this is basically how easy it is to set up your own portfolio website in Framer. But that was it this time. I hope that you enjoyed this video and you found it useful. If you did, feel free to subscribe to my channel and like this video. Also, if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me via Twitter, Instagram, or in the comment section below. And check out my other Framer templates through the link in the description as well. But see you in the next video.